kesepakatan aja mau berapa
Saya sih
menit
ready.
lagi.
Mulai aja.
Iya.
Mungkin sepertinya masih banyak nih yang ngantri ya, yang sebentar lagi baru gabung. Harusnya
Mungkin 2 menit lagi deh ya,
Ya.
2-3 menit lagi deh.
Selamat datang grup
3 menit.
Gaptek.
Ini screen-nya belum di-share ya, Dok?
Udah share loh ini.
Saya belum.
Oke, saya mulai share lagi.
Halo teman-teman, salam semua.
Salam sehat.
Salam semua.
Salam
Ini
sehat.
Hartono.
Oh,
suaranya dikenalin.
Oh yes, thank you.
selamat malam semua. Kalau pesertanya bahasa Indonesia semua nih kayaknya pesertanya.
Iya.
Pak Engki sudah bisa lihat gambar, Pak Engki?
Gambarnya lihat semua, cuma saya enggak punya lensa, saya belum pernah zoom, jadi enggak siap lensa.
Oh, nggak apa-apa.
Lensa.
Enggak lensa.
Aja, Bu, Pak.
Oh lah, saya pakai
Zoom bercanda. Pak Hengki bercanda karena namanya Zoom, dia pikir kita jualan lensa.
Iya. Saya nggak mikir.
Pak Engki selalu bikin ketawa memang. Ingat di Toraja
Kalau
jadinya.
udah mau mulai aja
Iya.
ya Om ya. Kasih tahu supaya semua di mute kali ya supaya nggak ribut.
Niat, ya.
Kasih tahu kalau udah
Bentar
mulai.
lagi, Bu.
Betul.
Bentar lagi akan di-mute, videonya juga di-off.
Sedang lubang pasang. Dan memanfaatkan gangguan taruh ya.
Ada Ibu Elis.
Saya nggak bisa lihat partisipan nih soalnya saya tegang.
Jangan dilihat.
Start now, Dok.
Boleh? Iya, Pak.
Jack, can you please mute all dan video. Udah. Jadi tinggal ini video di layar saya video masih nyala semua loh.
How to turn off the video?
Oh, videonya.
Is that your screen or my screen?
Mulai aja.
Sebelum harus pakai TV ya, aku enggak punya lensa. Ya pakai ini bisa gitu ya.
Itu bisa Pak, ada matiin videonya nggak sih?
Oke.
Boleh mulai aja.
Oke.
Boleh.
Selamat malam semuanya. Terima kasih udah bergabung. Sepertinya Dr. Edwin tidak perlu diintroduce lagi. Banyak teman-teman lama di sini. Terima kasih dokter juga udah siapkan waktu untuk sharing foto-foto ya yang di Mongolia ya sama teman-teman. Jadi supaya presentasi ini lancar karena mungkin internetnya kurang stabil, kami akan mute sama video akan di off. Jika ada pertanyaan tolong mohon di-share di chat box saja, nanti akan kita address setelah presentasinya. So, Dok, silakan Dok. Terima kasih lagi everyone joining. Enjoy. Silakan Dok.
Ya,
thank you.
Selamat malam semua buat it is in English or in Indonesian aja ya? Oke. Kita bicara bahasa Indonesia saja.
Jadi bahasa mungkin.
Bahasa ya. Oke.
Sorry.
Jadi memang
in case kalau ada sorry Dok, if there's any participants out of Indonesia, can you please identify yourself so we make it understandable for you also. Thank you.
Oke. So
Silakan, Dok.
malam ini
Start
jadi
aja.
malam ini kita akan bicara mengenai sharing travel fotografi Winter Festival di Mongolia. Kebetulan saya ke sana 2 kali dengan beberapa teman-teman ya.
Ada satu, Dok, dari luar.
Dari luar. Oke, nggak apa-apa deh dalam bahasa Inggris juga.
Oh,
So
oke.
we will talk.
Silakan, Dok. Thank you.
Okay, so we will talk about the photo hunting in Mongolia. Yeah. So Mongolia is this country, yeah, the green one, yeah. So it is in the middle of the ASEAN, yeah. On the north side is Russian Federation, and then on the south is China, yeah. Mongolia is country is landlocked, so they don't have any sea with the border, yeah. And then we can see, wah masih ada suara-suara tuh ya. This is different with the Inner Mongolia part of the China, ya. Mongolia is a self-republic, ya. It is self-republic. And then the population here, this is as big as Indonesia, including the land and the sea, but this is only land, ya. So this is a big country, very big and wide. But the population is only 3 million. The whole Mongolia is only 3 million population, which is half of it, 1.5 million is in Ulaanbaatar. So the people density in Mongolia is only two people per square kilometer. Compared with Indonesia is 150 people per square kilometers. Yeah. This is the map from Mongolia. We can see that is Ulaanbaatar. It is the capital. This is the place when we was there, and then that is the Hatkal in Kusgu Lake, where the Winter Festival is. And then this is the on the north and west. There is Bayan Olge. Bayan Olge cities, small cities, yeah. Where is the Kazakhs people live there? They are all the eagle hunters is come from this part from Mongolia. And then we was in the south also for another festival. That is 1,000 Camel festivals. Usually they make in the winter also, but it is the climate is a little bit different because it's a desert, yeah, Gobi Desert, yeah. And then if you know who is the what is the distance, yeah, between Ulaanbaatar to Olge, if we go by road, that is about 1,700 kilometers. So it is very, very far away. From Ulaanbaatar to Gobi Desert, this is another 1,000 kilometers. Yeah. So very sparse with people, yeah. And then the country is very, very quiet, sepi, yeah. So all the picture here was taken with the Leica SL with 24-90 lens and the Leica Q. Otherwise, stated in the pictures below the pictures. Yeah.
Stated.
Yeah.
Stated in the picture. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We are very shocked with this with this first sight in the airport. Wow, this use is very, very exciting. Yeah. We cannot find it in shops or luxury shops in everywhere. This is actually real animals. Yeah, real animal. Yeah.
Real animal fur.
Real animal fur. This is the Genghis Khan.
The shoe
airport.
is designed by themselves. The shoe is designed by themselves.
I don't think so. I'm not asking. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is the Genghis Khan airport. This is the airport of from the Ulaanbaatar, the capital. There is daily flight from, especially from Korea, Incheon. There is Korean Airlines twice daily, I think, and then also MIAT, Mongolian International Air Transport, once daily. That is international airport, but not so busy. Yeah. This is the Parliament House. Yeah, Parliament Square, yeah, because they are under the Soviet control for 70 years, so there is Soviet style, I think. In the middle is the statue of Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan is like a very, like a semi-god lah in this area, in this country. Yeah. Okay, when we come there, we already we met the ambassador in Indonesia, consulate as acting ambassador in Indonesia. They said you must come there when it's a big holiday. Where is the big holiday? The big holiday is New Year, and then we come there with some friends. Right in the New Year, and then you know what happened. The city is like locked down. There is nothing open. Only one grocery open only for maybe 4 hours per day. Actually, it is they make it a celebration inside their houses or girls. Yeah? So completely locked down, and then the temperature is -30. Tomorrow we wait in this Parliament Square, and then there is a family, and then there's with 2 kids, and then we asking the kids to take picture, and then they are smiling. Actually, there is a sunshine there, but the temperature still -30. Mongolia is very famous for the 250 days full with sunshine every year. Although it's very, very cold, but there is a sunshine. So that is, you will see the picture, the color is different, I think, here. And then our guide asked us to, okay, better we go to see how the Mongolian people celebrate the New Year. And then our guide knocked one of this girl. They live in a girl. Girl is a tent circle. You know, they call it girl, yeah. And then we come inside, and then this old lady is using the best clothes, new clothes they have, and then they please us to eat together, come and drink and eat together, yeah. Because it is very cold outside, so they make it heater, fire in the middle, and then the fire to creating the hot, the hot, and then they using it also for cooking. Yeah, this is the most popular in Africa. They have this is dumpling. Yeah? Dumpling. Yeah? So they don't waste the heat. Yeah. And then the other day we go to another girl. There is some children playing. Yeah. First time they see us, they run away, and then they run away, and then they try to make it hide and seek with us. And then after for a while, they already know our group. And then you see this is a very, very cute little girls. Yeah. This is the family live in that girl, yeah. They are very happy. So every family is, most of them is nomadic. They have horses, they have a yak, they have a goat also, yeah. So the horse usually they using for herding. One family is one girl, yeah. This is another family neighboring with the first family, and then we ask them what they want to in return after they please us to come inside. We take the same food, and so, and we celebrate the New Year. They just asking, please send us our family picture, and then they give the address in this kind of paper, yeah. And then I asked our guide, our tour guide, how to send a picture for them, because every several months, 3 or 4 months, they are moving. So they said that it is easy because they have a cell phone, so they put their cell phone here, and then before they will send the letter, they will ask the family where do you live now? And then they said location, and then the post officer come there. This is endemic bird there. This is commonly happen, yeah. Commonly happen. So a car is stuck in the snow, yeah. But they know what to do, yeah, because they are very every day. The problem every day. You see that is the blue sky, and then there's some birds, yeah, on the blue sky, yeah. It is very nice landscape also. So we came to one temple. Yeah. The people in the temple, it is only the place where you cannot taking picture. Usually they refuse to the picture taken. So here, if we see the history, because the Russian is before they killed so many monks and so, and then they destroy most of the temple. So maybe because of that, yeah. So the temple is the only place the people don't like to be photographed. Yeah. Like this picture, I do the point and shot only several seconds. I put it in my eyes, and then I took picture with the Leica Q. Yeah. This is also, yeah. So we better we use a pocket or point and shot camera like this, yeah. Only in the temple. Yeah. And then we come to this frozen lake. It is a very beautiful and popular lake. The name is Kuzgul Lake, near the Russian border and the upper part and the north part. Yeah. So you see the ships are stuck there. Yeah. Maybe for 6 months and so, yeah. So there is a big festival every February here. This is the festival, yeah. Kuzgul Lake Winter Festival. They celebrate this because this is their New Year on February, usually 2 weeks after the Chinese New Year. And then also they celebrate because after this festival, and then the ice will be melted again, so they cannot. And then after the summer, they make another festival again, the Nadam Festival here. This is in the Kuzgul Lake Festival. You see the color, yeah, because maybe because of the lens also, the sharpness, but also because of the sky and also the reflection from the snow from below, so it make like a studio light. Yeah. So everybody come to this place, yeah, including this grandma with very proud with her grandson. Yeah, they use their own cart. Yeah, they make it from wood, and then they just took it with a little bit string. Yeah. So that is the border. Yeah, the people cannot come in the middle. Yeah, they think they are very disciplined, and but we can go inside because we are foreigners, and then we bring a lot of big camera. Yeah. So they please us to taking picture from the middle of the festival. This is also one of the participants of the festival. You see the horse, yeah. You see the color, yeah, and then you see also what they use. The gentleman use. That is really from. I think that is from bear. Yeah, I think it's from bear. I try this because one of our driver use it. It is very warm. It is very nice, but maybe it is 6-7 kilograms, yeah, in weight. Yeah, we don't have it here. Yeah. Okay, we go in that part. There is also a dog sled. Yeah, there is also for racing, for this kind of racing, or you can pay a little bit money to go to the lake, the frozen lake with this. Yeah. It is the people come to also just to make it fun, yeah, to come together with all the family and so, yeah. They are very friendly and they not refuse to take picture. Also, the teddy bear is including in this conflict. I don't know what they do with this, yeah, with all the dolls and the bear that they put it in the snow. It is this participant come from northern part from Cusco Lake, Tasan country. There is some indigenous people there live only with the reindeer. They don't have horses, they don't have yak, they don't have sheep, but they have reindeer only in several parts in the world. But they come with the reindeer without the horn, because now the horn is cut and then they sell it to as a Chinese medicine. There is also many ash carving. You can see the carving is because of the 70 years influence of the Russian. There is they are good also in ballet. There is a ballet, special ballet place in Ulaanbaatar and school. Yeah, it is the carving from a parrot. Yeah, you see the sky. Also the sun is quite good. Yeah, not yeah, quite good lah with the sky, the blue sky. At night, they put colorful lamps like this. And then also it is time for family reunion. Even at night, they make photo from themselves, yeah. It is, we live in this girl. One girl is only for 4 or 5 people. And then there is a heater in the middle always. And then the toilet and the restaurant is not here. We must walk to the restaurant and the toilets. Yeah. But I think for the if you come outside, it is at night it's -40, and so it is also very difficult. Yeah. Oh yeah. Every activity in the Mongolia, they always calling the saman. Saman is dukun in Indonesia. Yeah. The saman also as a medicine man, also a fortune teller, and also for the saman culture is very strong in Mongolian. Yeah. So this time in this winter festival in Kusgulik, they call the saman, and then the saman said that okay, that is good. That is no will be other problem with this. Yeah, that is the on the left in the saman. They smoke, they dancing, they praying, and so yeah, we don't understand. Yeah. So almost every activity they are believe in this kind of culture. And then we go 1,000 kilometers to Ulaanbaatar, back to Ulaanbaatar, yeah, to see the Eagle Hunter Festival. Actually, the Eagle Hunters Festival is not live near the Ulaanbaatar. They only make it festival in October and in February. In October is in their place in Bayan Ulgi, but this February they make it near the capital, about 50 kilometers from the capital. The distance between the capital and the Bayan Ulgi peoples, who is the eagle hunters, is 1,700 kilometers. So they come with truck with all the horses and also the eagle. It is the eagle hunters. Yeah. The eagle's eyes is closed, yeah, because if already open, they will go flying. It is another eagle hunter. You see the dress is very nice, yeah. Before starting, they make a parade, yeah. They make a parade. Okay. This is the people from Bayan Ulgi, yeah. Because only the Kazakhs doing the eagle hunters. Most of them we already met 5 months before, because 5 months before we are in Bayan Ulgi for another eagle hunter festival in 2016. Now it is 2017. I took this picture, yeah. So they started like this. On the back, you can see the girl. The girl is still with smoking, yeah. So because of the many people in capital also live in Ger, so Ulaanbaatar is one of the most polluted city in the world. Not because of the industrial, but because of they're living in the Ger with a fire and smoke. It is before the festival. They go around. They are very proud. Yeah, they don't get money with this, but they are very proud as their eagle is strong. One team and then can get the biggest fox and maybe the most beautiful fur they have with the hunters.
Dok, ada pertanyaan, boleh diselipin satu?
Boleh.
There's a question from asking, considering the very cold temperature, is there any issue with the camera battery?
Okay.
And what lens do you use? 2 questions.
Yeah, thank you. We were in several parts of this, also including winter in Inner Mongolia. At that time, maybe about 10 years ago, there is an issue with the battery, with the Canon, with the Nikon, yeah. But now in this part of Mongolia, when I am using the Leica, is no problem at all, yeah. I don't think what happened, because maybe the humidity also it works, yeah. But the worst is when we went to Inner Mongolia in China, there is -40. It is we must inside our bus, and then we taking picture. We can outside, and then when we come inside the bus, we must put our lenses again in a camera in a dry pack. Otherwise, when we come again to outdoor,
Get out
it
again.
will it will apa? Fogging, yeah. Heavy fogging.
Okay, that was the next question actually.
Yeah.
Ada yang tanya juga. So what lens do you use? So no problem with the battery. What lens do you use?
Yeah,
2490.
this is I am used 2490 Leica SL.
Okay. For this trip, you had 2490 and 90-280 with you.
90-100, 90-180. I don't have at that time. Now I have the tele lens.
Okay. So only 2490. Okay.
2490.
Okay. So to avoid the lens fogging, you have to make sure.
I don't change lenses. I don't change lenses.
Don't change lens. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. The game is like this, yeah. Maybe we will back. Yeah. Sorry. Wah, sorry. Previous. Sorry, I must come back again. Gimana nih? Kok sharing window-nya
Gimana dong?
Share screen. Bentar. Saya ulang lagi. Tadi salah pencet. Wah, kok yang ini?
Tapi yang maknya
Harus naik dulu kali, Dok.
Iya, naik dulu deh. Ya, ini karena ketutupan box ini. Okay, we start from here dah, ya. So you see the hill in this festival, Eagle Hunter Festival. They will start the eagle from that hill, ya. They start the eagle from that hill, and then the play is whose eagle is the fastest come to their master, and then the other is whose eagle is the fastest to get the rabbit or the fox. That is a decoy.
bait.
That is
Decoy.
the bait, yeah, decoy bait, yeah. So it is like that, the competition. Before they have also dia lepas satu fox, lepas apa tuh?
They release
They
a
free.
fox.
They release
Yeah.
a fox,
Mhm.
and then
Mhm.
whose eagle can
Which eagle
catch
can
up.
catch the fox first? Okay.
But now it is abandoned because the animal lovers say that that is not proper to do that in their
So-
festival.
So previously they use a real fox as a bait.
Real, one
Yeah,
real
so
fox.
now, but now since the animal lovers protested, now they are using artificial fox. Yeah.
Not artificial, only the fur.
Fur, only the fur. Okay.
yeah, the fur. Yeah, they make it like a doll, like a small fox.
Fake fox then. Okay.
Yeah. So it is very interesting, because for them, this is not for get money from this eagle hunter, but it is more for proudness, proud from the family, proud from the eagle hunters, and so they are very proud because this tradition is already 1,000 years in the Kazakhs people, yeah. So this is they come to the master, yeah. So every master have their specific sound, yeah, to call the eagle because they live with this eagle from chicken, yeah, from the small. And then they have a connection with this eagle for years. But after they use it only 3-4 years, and then they will release it again to the wildlife, so the eagle can go back to the nature. It is one
So
of
they
the
eventually they will release the eagle.
Yeah, they will release because this tradition already 1,000 years, and then so the eagles is not extinct. Yeah, they still have.
Okay.
They can find also the eagle.
Yes. There's another question, Doc. Do you enhance your photos, or they were JPEG direct from the camera?
Usually, I'm using the PNG files, but if you're using the Leica, the color is also like this, yeah, almost like this, yeah. Because I'm at that time I'm using Sony also, but I was stunned with this Leica, yeah. So the lens quality and then the color, the contrast is different. Maybe because of the reflection also from the snow, yeah, on the ground, yeah, and also the sun, and so the color is very, very good. So some of my friends also said that, oh, your picture looks better than me, yeah. I think that make the difference, yeah.
So do you enhance, or do you minimum,
Very little.
or not at all? Very little.
Very
Okay.
little.
Thank you.
Very little. To just to please the eyes. Yeah. Okay, and then the other game is they make a war game because Mongolian is very proud with the Genghis Khan, and then they have the cavalry, and also they are very good in war from the house, so they make it like this, yeah. Many picture, but I cannot show you all because it is the time limit, yeah.
So these are former soldiers, right?
Yeah, you have this also in Inner Mongolia. Inner Mongolia, there is a Nadam festival. But in Mongolia, the Nadam festival is in summer. But in Inner Mongolia, that is in winter. In winter in Inner Mongolia, when we go there, there is mostly they are rich people because China is more riches than this part of Mongolia. And then they come with a luxury car, and then they rent a girl, and then they come inside the girl, and then all of them they're using camel racing and also horse riding racing also, just to remembering their ini apa nenek moyangnya tuh. Jadi apa? Their ancestor,
The ancestors, tradition.
Ancestors, yeah. So I think they are very proud with this. Yeah, sure. Because if you see the Google, in Google they saw that they write that 1 from 15 people in the world, 1 if have the DNA from Genghis Khan.
Genghis Khan, yeah.
Yeah, 115 have a blood from Genghis Khan. So we go to this lady, on the left is Ael Sopan. She is the first eagle huntress in the world, in Mongolia. Before, the tradition is only a boy, only a man. So when she doing this in 2015, it is the first time, and then there is also many protests from another eagle hunters. And then when we came in 2017, on the right side is another small girls, very, very tiny, only 14. The name is Akbota. You see the eagle. The eagle can weigh about 5-7 kilograms. Yeah? You see, she tried to bring the eagle with his body also, not only her hand, her body. I will tell about the Ael Sopan first, So Ael Sopan.
So she is the first. So she is the first female eagle hunter.
Right.
Eagle hunter.
Right.
Okay.
You can see in the Google, At the first time she came to the arena in 2015, that is a photographer, videographer take his story, and then the story was compete in the Cannes Film Festival and then got first prize for documentary film. And then after that, the film copyright is bought by Sony Entertainment. I think maybe Sony will make a series picture also, but all is bought by Sony. And then the time when Ael Sopan, this lady, was taking picture the first time, she just get fee only $1. But after bought by the Sony Picture, and then the government also have to negotiate, and I don't know how much she get, But now she has become a celebrity, and then I saw in the airport, but at that time we didn't know that she is very famous, At that time we came to Mongolia first time. She just came from US for an invitation. So it is different. You can see the eagle hunters free in the YouTube, This is Ael Sopan, which is her eagle. You see the dress. It is a very, very. I think this is a priceless because you cannot have this in shop. This is his father on the right side. And then by surprise we come to her house. Want to see her. This is her mother inside the house, very simple house, and also her daughter, her daughter, her siblings, and also they give us all the delicacies they have, usually sweets and biscuit and some so, This taken with the Leica Q. I like the Leica Q with open lens, yeah, because it will already separated the people from the background. And then what we
Ada
found.
pertanyaan, Dok, boleh
Boleh.
diselik dulu. Berapa lama kamera berada di luar tas? Biasanya kalau lama di temperatur yang minus, ada ice di lensa. Ada there a specific amount of time you take the camera in and out to keep it not freezing?
Usually, I have that problem in Inner Mongolia, but not here, not in Mongolia. I think because of the climate here is very, very dry. The climate in Mongolia is more drier than in Inner Mongolia. It difference, yeah. Okay.
Okay, so depending, as long as it's dry, it's okay. Yeah,
this is depending on the weather and also I think the precipitation rate and so on. In the places.
Okay,
and then we found this inside the house, yeah. It is Al Sopan as a member from the delegate, yeah. And then on the right, we can see that is the family, father and mother. He is a famous eagle hunter, but don't have any son. So one of the daughter is loved this and then became the first eagle huntress lady in the world, and became a celebrity because everybody cheers Al Sopan in this arena, yeah, this is festival. And then we just asking ourselves, is she will good enough? But actually, she performed very well. In my opinion, maybe for a lady, yeah, like Al Sopan, like Ike Botar, these both perform very well because usually the eagle they use for this is a female eagle also. And then when they call the eagle, like they're talking with the eagle, a lady is more high pitch sound, yeah. So maybe the eagle is more communicate better with this girl, yeah. Maybe more coming female eagle hunters in the next season. So and then there's time to say goodbye to the family for the Al Sopan family. Also taken with the Q, Leica Q, and then you see the house is very simple, without roof, because it is very cold. So if there is raining, the raining became a snow, I think. So they don't need a roof. Yeah. But this dog is very, very fierce. And then before we stepping off from the car, and then our guide already said, our drivers also said, don't get off until they fix the dog, because the dog can bite human unwanted guests. Yeah. So we say goodbye to the lady, yeah, to her mother, yeah. You can see the color. I don't manipulate the color. Yeah. The color is always like this, a little bit bluish, and so I love the color. Yeah. Okay, thank you so much. That is the Genghis Khan statue, the very big one. And then that is on the right, Agatha took this picture for me with her Q also. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Dok, ada pertanyaan. Do you think it's good enough to use only one SL lens, 2490?
I am using that for years, but the problem is heavy. Yeah? But now I have also the 90-280. Yeah? That is more heavy. But the result is very, very good, heavier. But the result is very good. Yeah.
They have a lot of prime lenses now.
Yeah, the M lenses usually.
No, the prime SL, the 35, 50.
Oh,
70,
I didn't
90,
use.
yeah.
Now I love the TL2 with smaller lens. Yeah.
Yes.
APS-C, yeah, because when we go get older, we need a lighter camera. But I love the Samilux 35 1.4. I love that combination.
SL and M lens is also good combination.
Yeah. I know. But we must make it. That's
Focus.
why I changed to the SL and the zoom lens and also the Q, because it is autofocus. Autofocus is much more easier, yeah, for us.
Okay. Any questions? Ada pertanyaan? Silakan. If you can unmute yourself. You want to chat with Dr. Edwin. Thank you, Doctor, udah sharing.
Thank you.
We're gonna have a small poll. What's the poll?
Paling bagus bulan apa ya, Dr. Edwin ke sana?
Begini, kalau ke festival ini, Eagle Hunter Festival itu yang mereka adakannya bulan Oktober atau bulan Februari. Karena apa? Karena itu mereka menunggu sampai ada snow. Jadi kalau mereka hunting fox and rabbit itu snow-nya putih, jadi kontras dengan binatangnya ya. So contrast with the fox or the rabbit. So also at that time the fur is growing maximum in the winter. Yeah. So usually October, the more routine is in the October before the first winter.
Okay.
Ada pertanyaan, Dok. So SL or Q is better? Yeah, it's two different. Yeah, actually, yeah. SL
Different.
SL is a system where you can basically use most of the existing Leica lenses, whereas Q is a compact camera, 28mm fixed, but possible that you can crop Q1 up to 50mm, the newer Q2 higher resolution, and you can crop up to 75mm. So it's actually two different cameras. Yeah, Pak Andre. Yeah, SL is a system which you can add on different lenses. You can use the M lens, you can use the TL lens, you can use the S lens even, and also you can use lenses from other brands with the specific adapter. A Q is basically a fixed lens. Okay. How long did you need to? Sorry. Yes, Doc.
Nggak apa-apa. Actually, the most loved Leica is I'm using the monochrome, the M9 monochrome and the 246. Maybe it is peculiar to the others, but I love the tone and so yeah, very good. With M lens.
Thank you. Pak Abi nanya, how long did you need to take for the whole trip, Dok? Berapa hari?
Okay, on the first time we go there, we go to almost in Bayan Ul Gii, yeah, where the Eagle Hunter is, and then we ask the tour the tour that we want to live with the Eagle Hunter. So we live with the Eagle Hunter in the GER for 4 nights. 4 nights is Artono maybe can tell the story also. 4 nights is for us it is very difficult. Yeah, you don't have a toilet. You have a toilet, but the toilet is very big. So every part is a toilet. Yeah, they just put divide screen, 3-sided screen, and then we can do it with the very nice view. Yeah, landscape. Yeah, that one. So the tour organizer is very clever. They put us two nights at the GER, and then they put it back to a small city, the Bayan Ul Gii, back to the hotel. They know that we taking a bath, yeah. As in Indonesia, we're taking a bath twice daily, and then after that they put it again in the GER for the other 2 nights. Yeah. but I think that is not recommended for everybody.
Oke. Ada
Betul, Pak.
pertanyaan, Dok. Bagaimana respon mereka saat pertama kali difoto?
Okay, as I tell before, usually all of them is very, very nice communicate with us and then not refuse to take picture. But only in the temple. In the temple, they don't like. They don't like. We went to several temple, but they don't like to. The priest, they don't like. Also, the people come there, they don't like to take their picture was taken. Saya nggak tahu kenapa.
Okay. Ada pertanyaan, if you could return there again, what will you change in your equipment for the documentary photo shoot?
When I will come back there, I think I will think I will bring the same equipment, maybe with the longer lens, the Leica Tele 90 to 180. I was there also with the first time I was there with my monochrome. My approach is different with monochrome, will be different. Different. Now I collect the monochrome picture of me, and then I want to try to make it a book, but only for from Indonesian. But it will be, I think it is a very different book which the other photo book you have before. Yeah.
Thank you for the others for your comments, thanking the presentation and all. Pak Dokter, ada pertanyaan, which battery lasts cold places, Q or SL? How many battery to carry?
Oh, usually for the SL I bring 3, and then also for the Q also 3. I'm always using a lot of 3 each. A lot of battery. Actually, we did only 2, but for the safety, because it is cold.
Yeah,
also,
in case kalau ada apa-apa. Okay.
Yeah.
Are there any textiles inside the walls of the GER?
Yes.
Okay.
So inside there is full with carpet, several layers of carpet they put, and then they will, if they move only 2-3 hours, they can move the GER to another part. But they put the carpet inside and also on the ground. Otherwise, we cannot go for the on the floor. We cannot against the cold. We cannot. Yeah.
Okay. Ada pertanyaan lagi. You said that the eagles were released to their wildlife after the festival. Was it
not after the festival.
Or
after 2 or 3 years, they're using for competition. To come back, and then they can breeding again, something like that.
So every 2-3 years they release these eagles back to the wildlife.
Yeah, there is many story about this in YouTube and so. The one of the best is from the Al Jazeera. That is a good one. They live also with the eagle hunter. The eagle hunter in Al Jazeera YouTube is where we live with them. Yeah, and then the name is Bekhan. Bekhan gave me this kind of hat. Yeah, I remember now. Bekhan give it to one of the every man give this. They are Muslim. Yeah, so they live like this, but different color.
Okay. Thank you for the presentation, Doc. Have probably for us to stay for several days after the festival. And how about the price to join the event? Do you have to pay for the festival?
The festival is free.
Sorry, mungkin yang nanya atas nama Rayani, mungkin can you unmute yourself and ask in case I asked it wrongly? We skip to the next one. Dokter pakai tripod nggak, Dok? Bawa nggak ke situ?
Saya bawa, tapi saya jarang pakai. Saya pakai cuma untuk potret ger saya malam-malam, long exposure.
Oke. Oke. Kendala apa yang biasa? Pertanyaan. Ada kendala apa dong? Inconvenience kali ya.
The most yang paling susah itu adalah kalau kita mau ke WC malam-malam ya. WC-nya outside the gear ya, the tent ya. So it is kita mesti full gear juga, pakai sepatu salju, pakai sepatu dingin, pakai mantel 3 lapis, baru menunaikan kewajiban. Itu mesti jalan 200 meter kira-kira. Saya rasa itu ya. Nggak tahu teman-teman saya di grup nih yang mau nambahin gimana nih?
Ya,
Pak Cian,
silakan.
Pak Hartono, Agatha.
Kalau pada mau itu unmute aja, silakan.
Unmute aja.
Kalau mau nambahin, mungkin saya lupa penderitaan yang kita alami di sana.
Penderitaan yang dicari ya.
Betul, Ibu. Setelah lama jadi kenangan manis.
Ya.
Self-inflicted. Self-inflicted.
Ya. Saya kira gitu, dulu rasanya itu aduh susah sekali gitu. Tapi sekarang jadi kenangan manis.
Ya.
Gimana itu toiletnya segala macam luar biasa sekali.
Sebenarnya saya punya tuh video komplit dari toilet ya Pak. Toilet kalau kita mau pergi ke toilet. Cuma buat kenangan.
Karena kita tiap kali ke sana kita dibawain stop untuk menimbun. Dan itu kan di atas es. Jadi nanti akan cair setelah bulan April. Baru mulai dia bisa terurai. Jadi itu seperti disimpan di dalam kulkas bertahun-tahun.
Jadi pupuk.
Oke Dok, mungkin ada yang mau sharing lagi? Please unmute yourself. You take picture with manual or auto, Dok?
Usually auto, but sometimes I'm using also manual mode in a difficult situation, difficult lighting.
Di Mongolia nggak bawa monokrom, Dok?
Yang pertama pergi bawa. Yang pertama. Iya. Saya belajar monokrom dari Pak Abi tuh. Gara-gara lihat Pak Abi motret Aurora pakai monokrom kok tone-nya bagus gitu, jadi saya ikut beli gitu. Diracunin Pak Abi.
Kena racun ya.
Iya.
Oke. Pak Abi, silakan Mbak, ada komentar.
Enggak, tadi nyambung pertanyaan si Ryan itu tadi, apa ya? Ya berapa lama tadi dia to stay there after the festival?
Oh iya, berapa lama ya?
Iya.
Kita pergi kira-kira 10 hari kali ya, setiap kali pergi gitu. Yang pergi terakhir ini agak berat Pak, beratnya dua-dua berat sih. Karena kita pergi ke utara dulu, dari Ulaanbaatar kan kita pergi 1000 km ke atas ke Khusgulik. Itu harus nginep 1 hari dulu, 1 malam di Edirne. And then balik lagi ke Ulaanbaatar, Motret Eagle Festival. And then kita pergi lagi and ada 1000 km going south to the Camel, Thousand Camel Festival. Tapi menarik sih, itu sengaja saya nggak taruh Thousand Camel Festival karena nanti slide-nya terlalu banyak, nanti Pak Bernard ribut nanti.
Buat event berikutnya.
Maybe another time. Itu yang suka di Eagle Camel Festival itu sebenarnya Agatha, dia suka sekali gitu. Saya kok nggak gitu suka ya, maksudnya nggak suka, saya suka. Tapi saya lebih suka tempat yang lebih dingin kayaknya, lebih seru gitu. Tapi ya macam-macam orang beda-beda ya.
Camel Festival.
Jadi
saya suka sekali Pak. Lucu lagi. Karena
camel ya.
Menjinakkan camel liar itu luar biasa.
Iya, boleh kita pergi lagi nanti Pak Hartono.
Pak, saya mau, Pak.
Guide-nya dari mana, Dok? Sini atau dari sana?
Enggak, orang sana Pak pasti.
Orang sana ya.
Kebetulan yang kita ambil itu cukup bagus ya. Turnya bagus.
Oh. Nih, Mas. Ini baru ada pertanyaan yang nongol. Did you go to the trip with a trip guide only or with organizer?
Ini kita pakai local tour there. Nggak ada tour organizer from Indonesia, nggak ada.
Tanpa guide bisa nggak, Dok, di situ?
Nggak bisa Pak.
Saya.
They talk different. In Ulaanbaatar also they talk different with the Bayan Ulgi people. Different.
Language, dialeknya beda gitu?
Dialeknya beda, ya.
Oh.
Also kalau foreign language ya, banyak kan bisa bahasa Rusia, tapi kan dari tahun 92 dia lepas dari Rusia. Sekarang banyak yang bisa bahasa Inggris. Begitu.
Oke. Pak Vincent mau ikut, kalau dokter mau pergi lagi, mungkin Pak Vincent bisa follow Dokter Juanda on Instagram. So you guys can...
Okay. After COVID pandemic.
Pak Vincent tuh ngomongnya doang, Pak. Dia manusia paling sibuk di dunia.
Okay. Any others yang mau sharing? Otherwise, we'll close the session after 1.5 hours.
Tahun berapa?
Ada question lagi dari Pak Andre.
Is it safe there? Makanannya gimana?
There is very safe.
Very
safe country. The makanan ya, the food ya, because our organizer is good. They bring us also food ya, like Western food ya, but simple food, but we can take it. Because kalau kita makan di sana dikasih susunya segala macam susu dicampur, ya kuda, ya yak, ya kambing jadi satu, jadi satu sama dia, gitu. Tapi kita sih masih bawa super mie juga, walaupun jarang kita makan super mie. Akhirnya kita kasih mereka. Karena kita cocok dengan makanannya. Terus mengenai apa lagi tadi, Pak? Ya? Safety.
Safety. Is it safe there? Yeah.
Safe. There is also another tour there. Kalau suka alat-alat perang, main perang-perangan, kalau pergi ke sana, kita masih bisa riding a tank, nembak dengan AK-47, something like that. That is also tour. You can see it googling ya. Because itu bekas-bekas dari Rusia, senjatanya ditinggal, jadi bisa dipakai buat yang hobi nembak, hobi apa gitu ya. Bawa kendaraan berat ya, mengendarai tank lah di sana.
Saya pernah dengar, Dok.
Ya?
Saya pernah dengar ada the Sharman Festival juga ya di daerah desert sekali setahun, itu juga musimnya menarik juga.
Saya menarik Bu yang begitu-begitu. Kalau lain kali ke sana saya mau cari saman. Try to ask them for my fortune teller, as my fortune teller. Tapi pengalaman saman yang sebelumnya payah Pak. Katanya kita ada saman nih, ada teman kita di sana bilang dia punya tanah, dia mau lihat nih tanahnya ntar jadi bisnis, jadi bagus atau apa, dia memang mau manggil saman, jadi kita dipanggil saman. Udah di prepare ya, itu saya pakai Leica juga kalau nggak salah, bukan, pakai monokrom. Itu begitu udah di prepare, kita pikir nanti kita foto, Hartono ikut juga di situ. Begitu dia mau start acting, dia bilang, tidak ada yang boleh ambil picture. Waduh, ya kita takut lah orang dukun yang bilang begitu ya. Jadi akhirnya setelah dia pergi kita berfoto-foto di api unggun jadi ya. Kadang-kadang ada saman yang aneh juga begitu.
Dok, ada pertanyaan, kena altitude sickness nggak di Tibet? Seperti di Tibet?
Enggak. Ini enggak. Ini I think paling juga ketinggiannya 1000 sampai 2000 meter kali. Tidak. Sini sama sekali tidak.
Still okay ya.
Ini karena location-nya di utara, bukan karena ketinggian. Di utara.
Okay. Okay. So mungkin dokter, you have anything to say before we end the session sebagai penutup?
Boleh. Terima kasih semua atas perhatian teman-teman. Memang ini daerah yang kurang dieksplor, tapi memang eksplornya juga menderita karena kalau musim dingin tuh benar-benar harus bagus baju-bajunya segala ya. Saya kira terima kasih, mungkin akan next session atau apa nanti kita bisa bicara lagi tentang momen-momen yang lain yang mengasihkan buat kita semua. Terima kasih semuanya.
Oke, thank you ya, thank you semuanya. We will upload this video in the Laika Indonesia, Laika Store in Jakarta ya, Jack.
Ya,
Facebook ya. Oke, then then we kalau mau or you want to listen again, please you can download it from there. So thank you again, thank you semuanya for participating. Hope to see you again soon. Thank you again, dokter. Terima kasih waktunya dan effortnya. Terima kasih semuanya. Selamat malam. Thank you. Bye bye. Thank you.
Terima kasih semua.
Thank you, Laika. Thank you, Dok.
Thank you.
Bye.